just popping on here once again. We're doing a little evening chit chat. And tonight I just wanted to talk about and go into. Oh, wait, I forgot. We got to do our evening affirmation. This is matcha, which I have to stop doing this at night, y'all. But let me go because I have them written out somewhere and I'm going to pick our affirmation for tonight. Hold on. Oh my gosh, this is the perfect. Like I keep picking the perfect ones for this stream. So discipline is how I show love to my future self. It's a lot of chat. It's a lot of talk going on right now about BBL regrets and women who got them and are just regretting it, whether it be the size, whether it be the legs, getting to a point where they lost that fat that grafted, some of the fat, because they say all the fat doesn't stay when they get it, and it's just a lot of things talked about with regrets for BBLs, and I just want to talk about the reality of a gym BBL and what it actually takes to get one, because I understand why women like go to those lengths to get the shape they want to get. Um, if you, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. All of this TikTok stuff and all of the stuff that I see, a lot of it is misleading. So a lot of the girls that are giving out advice are fitness influencers. They're saying, I mean, it's just a thing, that people feel like a lot of them might have went and got surgery and then are giving out tips. Whether that's true or not, I'm not here to debunk. Okay, I don't know, can't tell you. I don't have some type of a golden measure to know like, yeah, that's real or that's fake. Sometimes it's obvious, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it looks really natural, but just in general, right? When it comes to the regrets, it's like really crazy to see that happening now. And I just want to say that if you are in that boat, if you did regret it, and let's say you go and get it reversed, don't feel like you're stuck there and like you can't build back up to the, what I'm saying, to where you wanted to be in the gym, because it's completely possible. And some of the bodies I see and stuff, there's a lot of them are real, y'all. A lot of these bodies that are being built in the gym are real. A lot of these TikTok girls are not lying. And you got to understand that it just takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of follow through. It takes a lot of going through pain to get to where it is on the other side. Now, let's talk about like pros and cons, right, of a gym BBL. If you want a regular surgery BBL, what you're not going to get is the muscle in the legs that are going to sustain you over time when the BBL starts to, what I'm saying, mature or whatever. When it's been years and you had the BBL and the legs start to, and you don't know how to build them in the gym, that's a con. A pro of working out in the gym is that your legs are always going to match. Like the leg muscle is not going to go away. A con of a gym BBL, a lot of women get BBLs because they want the hips. And that's something I completely understand. It's completely understandable. If you've ever watched somebody on YouTube like give a tutorial of side hip glute workouts or anything like that, if they have any ounce of common decency, if they have any ounce of integrity, they're going to tell you that your hip bones are set at a certain diameter and that you cannot widen them because they're bone, right? What you can do is you can do certain exercises to make your waist look smaller, which in turn makes that look, you know what I'm saying, makes the dimensions change and makes you have more of an hourglass shape. You can work on your back more. You can try to lessen your body fat. You can try to build up your quads, like so from the front. It gives off something different. And I, hate me if you want to hate me for saying this, but a lot of it comes down to body dysmorphia. And I strongly believe like a lot of us have had body dysmorphia coming from And I could say that coming from wanting a BBL, going through my workout journey, and being like, I really don't care no more. Like, I don't care to have the perfect, like, I'm good. And the gym can actually do that. The gym can get you to a place where if you work out and if you are on a good plan, that's where we go wrong too. I feel like that's where a lot of women are going wrong, is getting just sold plans that don't really have a lot of science back behind them. And even if they do, they don't know how to stick to them and how to actually get the results and make themselves accountable and do everything outside of the gym to, max it. But in order for it to work, you really have to be consistent. That means like 3 days a week. You're never missing your workout sessions unless you literally are like down bad in the bed with the flu or something. It's a grueling process, and it is not as quick as it's also made to seem on social media. So a lot of the influencers will tell you 8 weeks, give me 8 weeks, and I could make your glutes make you snatch and make your glutes pop. They lying. They're lying. And the reason I say that is because it takes 9 weeks. It's called neuromuscular inhibition, and you don't have your full strength until that 9 weeks is up. Your brain literally is trying to protect your body, so it does not let you lift your full potential. If you cannot lift your full potential, shout out to everybody in the comments. Um, I don't know where you're from. Comment where you're from. I'm not reading the comments right now because, like I said, I'm saying this on every stream. Okay, I'm new to streaming and I'm trying to stay on topic for y'all, so I'm not all over the place. I already feel like I've been all over the place on this stream, so I'm trying to. But thank you for commenting, whatever it is. But you see what I'm saying? What was I just saying? Don't say it in the comments because I'm not reading it yet. But when it comes down to, how I was saying, like, the time frames, right? Neuromuscular inhibition is what it's called. It's literally a scientific law. You can look it up. Neuromuscular inhibition states that after 9 weeks, you will get your full strength for lifting in the gym. Like I said, if you don't have your full strength, how are you going to get your full gains potential max? And to get even close to seeing a difference in your body, you got to be pretty close to your max. You got to be maxing out. And I'm just saying that to say, don't get discouraged. Okay, so let's get to the reality part of a gym BBL and everything that goes into it. Like right now, literally, after I get off of this live stream, I'm going to Target because I did not get enough protein grams in today. I have to eat my body weight in protein. I have to be on it every day. I have to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep so that I feel like going to the gym the next morning. I'm not drinking right now. So many things like go into it. Do you know how many days you're going to have to go into the gym and look at your body as is and have discipline enough to see the, like, to stick with the process, basically, to stick through the process. That is the reality of a gym BBL. Literally is showing up every day. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm not the coach. I'm sorry, I'm not the coach that's gonna tell you um, that it's just gonna happen in 8 weeks, 6 weeks. It'll be, it's not that bad. No, you're gonna be in pain. There's also no way to not feel pain while working out. That's another thing a complaint rather, that I really didn't know was going on with the girls, is that when I train them, they're like, I don't want to feel this sore the next day. My best friend literally told me that, because she was like, girl, she would always tell me, because I was like, dang, like, sometimes I get ghosted after a session, like, or a couple of sessions, and they'll just fall off and they'll stop showing up. She's like, girl, because you go too hard, you do a lot. And I'm like, well, I'm just following what I know it takes to get you results. There's so many tutorials on YouTube about home workouts, and I literally, before I went live, I made a video about Bulgarian split squats, and how to do them at home to actually get growth. My YouTube channel is, I want to say, like at least 7 or 8 years old at this point, and I have never, you could look and go down, I have never done a home workout tutorial. Why? Because, well, for one, I didn't want to do just dumbbells. I didn't want to go get the dumbbells and bring them because I was like, you could just do this at the gym in the corner. So I didn't really see the point. And certain things, I'm like, okay, well, I use this at the gym, this equipment, not a machine, but a certain type of equipment. You get what I'm saying? So, in order for it to be effective, I feel like I didn't have all the equipment to do the same type of workout at the gym that I do at home and make it effective enough for you to grow. A lot of these videos that are titled for growth are really for strength and endurance and conditioning. Just being real. So watch out for that. That's the reality of a gym BBL. That's why I say it's very, very important to know the science behind it and to have a really solid program and to do the research on wherever, whoever you get in the program from, because you will get fatigued trying to, make fetch happen when these girls are just doing this or whatever. Like, it's just certain things will trigger the algorithm, get you views, whatever like that. But, do your own due diligence in finding the program. So that's another reality. Hint, hint, is that you're going to have to be on it. You're going to have to be doing background checks. Like, man, okay. The other reality besides the discipline part, like I was getting on the pain part, like my best friend was like, girl, I literally, you need to take it down some notches. Like, you do too much. And I was thinking about doing that, but because I was like, yeah, maybe I need to, take the constructive criticism that you're trying to give me. But then I realized if I was willing to put myself through that kind of pain, and the pain that you got to be willing to put yourself through to get a surgery BBL, these girls be coming out literally waking up in tears. And I've had surgeries before, keloid removal surgeries of all different areas. You know what I'm saying? So, well, not all different areas, mainly the shoulder, my left shoulder, and then I had just got one this past year, uh, breast area, chest area, breast area rather, and a breast lift. So I know a little something about surgery pain, but the way these girls are coming out screaming, crying in the back of trunks, laying on pillows, I'm like, I know you could take a little lactic acid burn in your legs. Like, come on. And then it doesn't even stay that way. So, another thing, reality, like I said, in that moment, though, in that moment, when you are on that 11th rep and you are pushing 70% of your 1RM, which is the formula for hypertrophy, which is growth, which is making the muscle fiber bigger, not strength. Two different things. This is why I'm saying make sure wherever your program is from, that make sure it is science backed. None of this, none of this hype stuff. None of this like hype beast stuff. Okay, no hype beast fitness based programs, please. No new stuff. It'll be best if you find a trainer, or if the program that you put together or whatever is tailored around like old school. Like, old fashioned is the best. On Arnold Schwarzenegger type. I don't even know how, I can't even say, I can't pronounce his name. That's the name I cannot say right. But you know what I'm talking about. Old school bodybuilder style. That'll do it every time. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Simple and scientific is best. But anyway, like I was saying, the pain of the lactic acid on the 11th rep, when you have the right formula, when you push in the right weight, and your form is correct, that's another thing we need to talk about, is the form correction that you're going to have to be able to give yourself. But when you start your program and you don't use any weight, but you slowly make sure you inch yourself up, you'll be able to correct your form within your weight increases. You know what I mean? So while you're getting stronger, you'll be getting more comfortable with the movement. Your body will be finding stronger pathways. Your mind will be connecting to your muscles more, and it'll just be automatic to the point where now you're just like, when this current leg day program I'm on, I don't even feel the weight anymore. I don't feel that crazy burning when it gets to like 11, 12. I could push through it. I could keep going. And that tells me that next week, yeah, I probably need to increase the weight. And you'll start feeling that too if you want to get on a gym BBL journey. But the pain in the beginning, it'll be enough to make you want to quit. I'm not gonna lie, girls have thrown up, you know what I'm saying, in the first two sessions, on the first session for sure. But the way to avoid that is to make sure that you kind of clean up your lifestyle, so to speak, or just make sure that you're nourishing your body just like you would if you was going to do a big surgery. You know, any of them that have good results or are thinking about their health, what are they doing? They're eating eggs, salmon, making sure they're feeding the fat. Same thing. You do not want to come in to your first leg day session off of 6 hours of sleep, 7 shots of Don Julio last night, still trying to recirculate through your system, whatever it was, and hookah and wings, and then think everything gonna be all right. It won't. It won't. It will not. That's the part where the reality of a gym BBL will set in, is that you got to start taking care of yourself now. I know, and like I said, I don't have any shade towards either side. If you want to go the surgery route, cool. If you like, no, I want hips. I want that fat grafted to the hip. Cool, cause I'm not here to lie to you. Can that be done with a gym BBL? That depends on hormones. I'm, you know, you can do a little shifting with the hormones, but it's not so much. It's the hormones and the exercises together. You could get the same result. I only say that because with a surgery BBL, what happens? The fat grafting to the hips eventually goes down. They all say that. That's another regret. They're like, I went through all of this pain and all that stuff in the fat grafting where I wanted it the most, the butt stayed, but the hips, they went down. So I think that ties back to the body dysmorphia too, just learning to be like, I'm fine. Literally and figuratively, like both ways. I'm good. I'm fine, baby. I'm quite all right. So yeah, because that's a struggle I had to struggle with. Like I for the longest being open, like that's why I'm so passionate about creating the programs that I create, because I feel like I got to a point where I'm satisfied, and I did that in the gym. And first starting out, it was a mess. It was a mess. I was drinking in shorts and doing squats with heels on. You heard me. I said I was drinking in shorts and doing squats with heels in my bedroom, thinking that that was gonna work. Like, girl, but it was before, like, you know, all this fitness stuff was happening on Instagram and all of that. So I give myself a little bit of leeway, and I wasn't in, you know, my kinesiology major just yet. So yeah, but take care of your body first. And currently, that's a reality of a gym BBL. You're not gonna be able to get the results or the body you want without immediately, like right then and right there, deciding I'm gonna put my health first. And that goes in more ways than one. That goes for all mental, emotional, what you're eating, sleeping, what you're taking in, your schedule, everything. Um, And those are just like a few realities. Those are a couple realities I just wanted to talk about. And I think that that is enough for tonight. I think I've touched on a couple of topics. I think that it definitely me coming from where I was at before I started working out. Would I do it again? Yes. Does it work? Yes. It's just that it has to be very strict, and it's only going to work a certain way. Like it's with working out and with getting a certain shape, it's not a lot of ways to do it. Mm-mm. It's got to be a certain way. It's got to be very specific on the dot. Um, and also things that come with a gym BBL, you get upgrades in areas of life that you won't be able to get on the table. And this is not a versus, right? I'm not trying to say one is better than the other, because, like I said, what you do, I'm just speaking of my existence, like my personal experience. When you go on a gym journey and you start taking working out seriously and you get some results, and it will make you not settle in life. Like it will make you want to, it'll just bleed into other areas of your life and make you see that anything you want is possible. Like after I changed my body in the gym, I was like, oh, I actually do have power to, you know what I'm saying, reach any goal, do anything. It gave me that confidence to attack other areas of my life. Any area that I'm not satisfied with, I'm after it. And that is an upgrade that, you know, they don't have that yet. They can't put that in your head in the surgery. They can't, they don't have that one. And discipline, it will ingrain so much discipline in you, and just mental strength, and being able to use that as a tool throughout your day. Like if you have struggled with depression, anxiety, anything like that, any mental health issues, or anything in your past, anything that you're currently going through, anything mental, the gym is literally like a free therapist as well, because you will come out of there, whatever you have to do for the day, it just magically gets done when I work out in the morning. Like I know I'll be productive and get more done when I work out, even tired, than if I don't, because of the extra endorphin boost that you get after you come out. It just gives you that much more clarity, peace, confidence to go ahead and just get everything done for the day. You don't overthink. You just get right to it. You get right in the zone, and you stay in the zone for most of the day, all of day, and you sleep well at night. Because I don't know if you've had a full day after you worked out in the morning. Insomnia who? So yes, that is going to be the topic for tonight. I did record a video, so that will be up soon. So be looking out for that. Thank you. God bless you too. And I will see y'all in the next live stream. Have a good night.